Hi, Dr. Paul Haider here. You know, we all have an innate sense of peace deep down inside. And all we have to do is touch it once in a while. That's what meditation is about, and prayer, and being in nature, and contemplation. Meditation is one of the best ways. And when we get inside deep, we move past all the outer stuff. We finally come to a place of pure bliss, pure contemplation on contentment, a place of pure peace, a place of total love. There's no doubt about that. And it's there all the time. But we have all this outer world stuff going on the whole time. And it really detracts from that inner peace that we have. So, what are we doing to distract ourselves from that inner peace? And because we can have it 24/7, anytime we want. And those who are super peaceful know how to get to that place and be in that place 24/7. So it can be as simple as, I know I met a man, his name is Reverend James Mason III, and he went on a plant-based diet. He found you know, it, he was blocking himself from getting better, and he weighed like 400 pounds, and he went down to 200 and something, and he feels so much better. And sometimes it's just a physical thing where we find much more peace once we let go of something, and something like eating animal protein. Because animal protein does cause anxiety in our body. There's no doubt about that. There's been many studies about that. So that can be one way that we're blocking our peace. It could be also that we get angry all the time, you know what I mean? And when we get angry at somebody or a situation, I know a particular person who was a truck driver, and every time anything happens, the man is cursing all the time. And cursing the other driver, cursing the load, the ship thing, cursing everything. And so there's something that's blocking his peace. You know, it could be as simple as not allowing ourselves to see the positive things in life, no matter what negativity that happens. We can always turn, you know, a pig's ear into a silk purse, as the old saying goes. We just have to look at it from a different perspective. Pardon me. And that is very true. We need to look at things from a whole different perspective and see things as, a good thing no matter what. And eventually, it may be 5, 10 years from now, maybe something good comes out of this, but we don't know. So we have to keep an eye towards that which is going to be a positive thing. And that takes work. There's no doubt about that. It could be that we work ourselves to death, and we were pushing and pushing and pushing, and we now never allow ourselves to touch that piece because of that. And that's another possibility, also. Now, another one is the fact that maybe we were brought up in a family that never ever touched that piece. And so we constantly looking to connect to it, but we don't know how because nobody in our family had peace of any kind. So we need to learn, maybe learn meditation or change our way of dealing with life and start doing walks on the beach in the early morning and start doing prayer and start having a spiritual practice. So it changes our whole life in general. That could be a big one right there. But for every single person, I can guarantee you there is something that we are doing that is actually blocking our peace. Peace is there residing in us. And so how are we to connect to that? And I think a person needs to sit down and close their eyes and take about 12 to 24 deep breaths, really deep breaths, and then ask themselves, how am I blocking my peace? And when we go to bed at night, and ask ourselves, what did I do today that was blocking my peace? And right away you'll know. at my mother or my sister, or I got angry with the boss, or I was eating too much, or on and on and on. So that's a good way to discover what that is that we're doing that's causing us to detach from our own peace inside. And it's a true detachment. It's kind of like a person having to go to the bathroom. They have to urinate, and but they keep ignoring it. Maybe they're laying in bed and they ignore it, they ignore it, and they ignore it, and then finally the body says, don't worry about it. And you don't get the urge anymore. You know what I mean? So it finally goes away, which is not a good thing. Can cause all kinds of problems. But the body is going to go, don't worry about it. And same things happens with our peace. After a while, we get these little messages. I'm not feeling right. I don't feel peaceful. Things are not good as far as I just don't feel like myself. But after a while, we stop hearing those messages inside because we are ignoring them. And just like the bladder is trying to tell us. So it's really important that we allow ourselves to listen to that little still small voice inside who is trying to get our attention. And it takes a little practice. We have to delve deep and then start stopping, and sometimes being a third party perspective actually gets outside of ourselves and look at the situation and go, where's my peace right now? Where is my peace right now? Also, in Sanskrit, the word guru means the remover of darkness. And you are your guru. You're the one that's going to remove the darkness. Oh, sure, somebody, like Jesus, Buddha, Krishna, or some great avatar will help you with something you read of theirs, or something you heard, or something else. They will help you. There's no doubt about it. But God lives in your heart, and you're going to remove this darkness so that you can find great peace inside. So be your own guru. There's no doubt about that. And I believe that spirituality is a really great thing, and I think religions in the future will come together. I have no doubts about that. And religions are really supposed to bring us an experience of our own spirit. And when we experience our own spirit deep down inside, everything changes. When we have an experience. I know Paramahansa Yogananda said, and I believe exactly these words, don't believe anything I say, go out and experience it for yourself. And when we experience spiritual things that happen in our life, then great things happen, because we no longer, have to believe, we know. And that is a powerful thing, because it changes everything in our life. Because we absolutely know that this is true, that's true, that's true. And there's no longer anything that we even have to prove to anybody, because we have this deep longing know. It's kind of like a person having a near-death experience, And before that, they really not really sure if there's an afterlife. And when they come back, they're going, no problem, I'm not afraid of dying. I don't want it to be painful, but I'm not afraid of dying. And so they get to this point where they have this great knowing deep down inside, so that everything changes from a place of huge peace. In fact, I knew a man who had a near-death experience, and he came back and everything changed about this man. He was not the same person ever again, because he had a great sense of peace about him, and nothing ruffled him at all. I have to say that he used to get upset about everything, and then nothing ruffled him at all. And then one day, it was very interesting. He was in the kitchen with his wife, and then he told his wife, I'm going out to the kitchen. Bye. Excuse me, he's going out to the to the garage. Bye. And he walked out into the garage, and he had a heart attack and died. It was like he knew he was going to leave, but he didn't want his wife to get upset. But he was looking forward to leaving. And I think that is really amazing. We really need to know that the other side exists and we can feel it. After my going to see John of God, there's no doubt in my mind that the other side of the veil, heaven, whatever you want to call it, it does exist. I saw entities moving through my room. I saw them outside. I had them come into my dreams. I mean, it's real. I saw miracles happen too. So, absolutely, positively, the other side does exist. And, you know, we usually have something running through our head day and night most of the time. For a guy who is in to the stock market, it's always the dollar signs. They're always there, running through his head, running through his head, running through his head. That's his way of looking at the world: is money, money, money. But what is your mantra? What is your word that keeps you on your straight and narrow? What is the word that helps you to get through the day? And maybe it's a sentence, maybe there's a few words that help you get through your day. Sometimes when things get a little rough, what do you use to move past that? Maybe it could be, Jesus, could be Buddha, could be Sai Baba. Their names. A lot of people use the name of God whenever things is in chaos, and that really helps them to find their grounding. It's kind of like taking a piece of wire, putting it around your leg, and putting it on a post and sticking it in the ground. You're grounded, Don't get by lightning, though. So it's about finding those words that ground you in great peace. And I don't know what that will be for you. Maybe it will be, I am very peaceful. I am very peaceful. I am very peaceful. Oh, or it could be, I am pure love. I am pure love. I am pure love. And you know what? You are nothing but pure love. I am pure love. You are pure love. Everyone is pure love. If we get down to the deep part of who we are, even the angriest person, if you get rid of all that other stuff on the outside, they are nothing but pure love deep down inside. And that's who we really are. But it takes a lot of soul searching and digging deep, getting rid of the stuff that disturbs us on a regular basis. We have to remove a lot of the darkness by being our own guru to get to that place. And sometimes we can have a special spiritual experience that helps us to get to that place. Sometimes we have to move the muddy waters out ourselves. And sometimes we just have to settle down enough that the mud, settles in the water, and so we can see the reflection of our own image there. And allow ourselves to know that we are divine beings. Divine beings, that we are human beings, not human doings. And a lot of people have that mixed up lately. I figure that if you're not doing, you're not being, but that's not really true. If you are being totally one with that state of peace inside, nothing else matters. When we leave this side of the planet, this side of the veil, go to the other side, we're not taking money with us. We're not taking, the car with us, the boat with us. We're not taking, the Ferrari with us. We're not taking any of that with us. We're just taking our memories, and we're taking what we gained in the way of wisdom and what we allowed ourselves to pour out to other people in the way of love. And that's really, really important. Now, how are you, giving love to other people? How are you showing love to your spouse? How are you showing love to your kid? You know, and sometimes people need to hear that four-letter word, LOVE. You know, it's great to do actions of love, and a lot of men have a hard time saying that word. I love you. But women especially like to hear that word, and I like to hear that word. There's no doubt about it. I think everybody does, but sometimes we get a little callous to the point where we don't allow ourselves to utter those words, and that is something we need to remove, that callous, in order to allow ourselves to become a soft-hearted person with full of love. And so please allow yourself to find what's disturbing your peace. Be your own guru and remove your own darkness. Allow yourself to experience your spirit and find the words that help you to experience that and help you through the hard time. And remember, if you would like to subscribe, please do that down below. And all my contact information is down below there, and all my consultations are free, whether they be herbal or spiritual. And I'm always here to help. And probably one of the best ways is email, or you can text me on my phone, or you can message me on Facebook. I'm also on Skype. You can put, in for send me an invite there. And so, any way you can, feel free to get a hold of me, and I'll help you in any way, shape, or form. Remember, if you're far away from Puerto Rico, it may take me a few hours to get back to you. I might be sleeping. So, whatever you feel to do, so just give me a little time. I'll get back to you, I promise. And if you care to make a donation, we greatly appreciate that. My wife and I live on a Social Security, and that's greatly appreciated anytime. And the link is down below, two of them actually. If you want to be a patron, you can, give a monthly fee. If you want to give a one-time fee, there's another link there. And most of all, remember, I love you.